Check out this free video and make sure you hit like and subscribe.
Hub in Arizona. Hub, how are you?
I'm doing good. How you been, Mike?
I'm fine. What's happening?
Well, I wanted to ask you about something that I've seen discussion about online, not really on any of these podcasts I enjoy, like the Wrestling News or Wrestling Observer, but so we're living in this era where wrestlers are more accessible than ever. We have meet and greets. We have all these events. If you have like a WWE, they don't call them pay-per-views now, or they call them premium live events in your town. Sometimes indies are going to pop up around your town, and you're going to get to see those. But what I notice and what I see people complaining about is ticket prices are getting higher and higher. And economically, it's getting harder and harder out there. Even for people who are employed, lots of friends that I have are struggling in the job market. And my concern is, wrestling's always been kind of the working man sport. If you think back to its roots and you think back to, I remember just watching folks pile into Dallas Sportatorium for, USWA or Global, things like that, and we're just at this point now where hundreds and thousands of dollars on suites, box seats, things like that. I know we're in a wrestling boom. It's all over the place. It's great. But could we find, could that bubble pop? And it just seems like the average wrestling fan is getting priced down and actually being able to enjoy it. I just wanted your take on it.
Oh, I appreciate the call. I mean, you're exactly right. You are dead on exactly right. There are people being priced out of things right now just basically because of inflation and because of other things that are happening where they don't have the disposable income to go ahead and spend on multiple pay-per-views a year or to go to events. And you're right, wrestling, like auto racing for a long time. There's another great local tradition where if you had a dirt track near you or something like that, it became, kind of a spot, $4 for front row tickets. This is in the 80s for wrestling shows in Tennessee and things like that. You go back and watch old Memphis shows and it's like, $7 tickets and things like that. And I don't think those days are ever going to come back except for your local indies. Now, AEW can be a little bit more careful, and I think they need to be more careful about their price structure. For an event like All In, for example, WWE in Las Vegas for WrestleMania, with the shape that they're in right now, it's like a big concert tour that goes out there. You're going to pay out the nose. They don't care what the economics are because they know that there's enough people that they're tapped into that have that disposable income that will spend on everything that takes place. And all wrestling companies, I think, have to be aware of this, but WWE can basically run this like it's a Taylor Swift tour or a whatever tour where we're going to have this, and then if you want the extras, we're going to have this package, and you want the diamond package, and they're going to sell all that stuff. And when that stuff stops selling, then yes, you're going to see the drop in prices. But until then, and we haven't seen it with concerts, we haven't seen it with big in-demand events, that it's probably going to remain that way. But as far as AEW goes, as far as any other WWE competitors go, they are going to have to be very aware of that moving forward. And with AEW running smaller buildings now too, I mean, I'm not sure how their prices have changed, if at all, in moving into some of these smaller buildings that they're in. But because they are in those smaller buildings, those seats are now at a premium, so I can't even see them dropping until, again, those seats stop selling. But All In is going to be really interesting. That's actually going to be a real bellwether, I think, not only for AEW, but for how much disposable income does a diehard wrestling fan have? The one that will go to WrestleMania and also go to All In. The one who loves going to all of the events over WrestleMania week and also goes to a bunch of indie shows every chance that they get. Will the people that are going to WrestleMania, or any of them, if you've spent that money, are you going to now go to All In? I wonder how that's going to go. And
have you grabbed your F4WOnline.com shirt yet? Well, we got a bunch of them. They're up in the store right now. F4WOnline.com/shirts. You can grab your -5 stars shirt your Dave Meltzer Wrestling Observer shirts, even the brand new After Dark Radio shirt. You love Granny? We have Granny's Gang shirts. Have you ever won a shoot battle royal? Probably not, but you can tell people you did. So check out the store. All of these great shirts and more. It's through Pro Wrestling Tees. F4WOnline.com/shirts. That's F4WOnline.com/shirts.